Good day. It's conventional wisdom that Tesla makes the best vehicle, hands down. And while I think that's probably true in its totality, there are lots of areas in which they get beat. And what I'm going to show you here is two very important areas that my old Ford Fusion plug-in hybrid beats, actually crushes the Tesla Model 3, Y, X, and S. So, as I said, there are lots of things. Road noise is way better in the Ford. It has an AM radio, imagine that. Well, it supports AM. It supports Apple Auto and Google CarPlay. None of that stuff's in the Tesla. But the two things that really make a difference in the Ford are coasting and the control mechanism for regenerative braking. And just before I show you the video on this, I will defer to the hard research on this, showing that Tesla's regenerative braking is superior to all others. I'm not arguing about the quality, about the amount of regen. The point I'm making is the control mechanism. So let's get to these 2 points. So here we are in my Ford Fusion 2014 plug-in hybrid electric, and I'm going to demonstrate one of the things that you can't do in my Tesla Model 3, which is coast. When I take my foot off the gas right now, I'm just coasting, and you can see not only am I not using the gas engine, I'm not using any electric. There we go. I'm just going to give it a little bit of gas now and pull back, and I can just feather the gas pedal here just a little bit, and you'll see that I'm just keeping up with those vehicles in front of me just fine. I'm not speeding up and slowing down. I'm not going all over the place, and I'm also not using any electricity. I'm just coasting. And wow, is that a nice thing. In the Model 3, they insist on one pedal driving. And you think, well, there's different levels of it. Yes, there are two different levels in the Model 3. And I'm asking for a third level, which is none. It's been a point of contention, with me forever, with my 2019 and now my 2021. It makes me cranky that it's not available. And it's yet again just Tesla being Big Brother telling me what I can and can't do. It doesn't mean that their one pedal driving isn't fine. It does mean, however, that I can get much better with just coasting like I am right now. I'm not using anything. I'm going around this corner, right? And I'm keeping up. I'm not annoying anybody around me. I'm just driving, and here we go. I'm accelerating, get up to roughly the speed limit here. You can see in the left there I'm using some electricity. Now I'm just coasting, and as you can see, I'm still passing people. I can see that well ahead of me is a red light, not this light but the next one, so I'll just give it a little bit of gas here, or a little bit of electrons we should say, to keep the speed up, and I'll just coast down, and you'll see that I've driven several kilometers, and on the gauge here it shows 23 kilometers are still available. Well, that's lovely, except I've driven now about 9. And you think, well, how can that be? Well, because there's a lot of coasting. It's traffic. So, for instance, there's a red light coming up right in front of me. I'm not going to press the gas pedal at all, the electron pedal at all. I'm just going to coast. And if you think, are you one of these guys that's coasting up the light and driving everybody crazy behind you? No. I'm going to full reasonable speed.
We'd like to interject for just a few seconds and ask you to click like, and if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those things make a huge difference in the Google algorithm. We mostly talk about electric vehicles, the energy industry, and high technology. And we take on both sides of issues. We try to stick with facts. Thanks. Back to the show.
Another major drawback of the Tesla system is the regenerative braking. So with Tesla, if you touch the brakes, the physical brake pedal, you're actually driving the calipers into the discs and using the old school friction brakes and just wasting energy. In this 2014 Ford, when I put my foot on the brake pedal, you'll see that it engages the regenerative braking. And watch here, and you'll see a circular set of arrows just as there we go. See, so I'll just braking here, and you can see that, right? Just lightly braking. I'm going to change lanes here, so let me move over. There we go. Now, in a Tesla, the only way to get regenerative braking is to use one pedal driving, which drives me crazy. Not that it's not a good idea, not that it doesn't work, it does a great job, but I can do better by myself. Now, maybe the majority of people can't, but I know I can because this is my 5th electric vehicle, so I understand how they work, I understand the technology, and I have a lot of experience with it. And so for me, what's frustrating isn't so much that it's not available, it's that Tesla has intentionally not put this in. I don't understand why. It's sort of a big brother thing where they're just telling me what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't think, and it drives me around the bend. The Tesla, by the way, is clearly a superior car to my 2014 Ford. However, there are these issues. So I know that's hard to see, but trust me, it says 21 kilometers. And when I started the vehicle with the full charge, it said I had 27 kilometers. So it thinks I've used 6. And as you can see from the map of what I just drove, it's 11.6 kilometers is what I've driven, which means I'm getting roughly double what Ford estimates. This contrasts with the Teslas, in which I get about 2/3 of what they estimate. So the battery range estimate is horrible on our friend Mr. Tesla, and it's the same from the S's and the 3s and the Y's. I've driven them all, so don't think it's a particular model or short range or long range or any of that. It's all of them, and it's because of the algorithms that they use to calculate it. Tesla, as I've said for many years now, provides the ideal conditions, perfect benchmark testing range, rather than the actual range for things. And as you can see here, I have driven, according to this, about 6 kilometers, but I was able to regen quite a lot. And with the coasting, I was able to drive with no battery and no gas for a large amount of my drive. And by the way, this is uphill. I've gone from downtown Calgary, which is in a valley, uphill to the airport, which is where I am right now. I'm at FedEx at the airport. So you think, well, it's rigged it. It's doing all downhill. Nope, I haven't. Once again, it's not that the Tesla isn't the superior vehicle. It's that there are still many failings on the Tesla that are easy to improve.
And ask you to click like, and if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those things make a huge difference in the Google algorithm. We mostly talk about electric vehicles, the energy industry, and high technology. And we take on both sides of issues. We try to stick with facts. Thanks.